Hey guys, what is up? Michael Frost here today, bringing you guys a video on LSPDFR here. We're going to be working on how to make custom textures for your FiveM server or just in single player. We're going to be working on a model made by the Tan Man here from LSPDFR. We're going to be working on a 2018 F-150 XLT 1.0. I'm basically going to show you guys how to go into the files, change the ELS pattern, the colors of stuff, and we'll get right into it. Here we go.
Sing along.
Alright guys, so now that I'm back here, we are going to go ahead and get right into it. So first you want to go ahead and download a file, any vehicle you want, and make sure it's compatible obviously with GTA 5. So I went ahead and downloaded that Tan, or made by Tan, that F-150. And I'm going to go ahead and basically show you how to edit the texture first on it. So we'll go in, we'll take a look at what we got, what we're working with here. So basically what you want to do is you want to install OpenV here and OpenIV, and you want to go ahead and install that, and then you'll sync your GTA folder to it. So what I usually do is I'm on the main page here where GTA is normally located. What I do is I just go right to the bottom here to work on any vehicle textures I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and drag and drop that in. And then basically have your texture dictionary. Basically that shows you a list of all the textures on the vehicle. So really anything that shows image on the vehicle or any like the ELS pattern and stuff like that will pop up there. So what we want to do is you want to open up the texture dictionary first, and you want to look for anything that says sign. Sign is basically the whole texture for the vehicle. So you want to go ahead and you want to export the selected, which we're selected on the sign F1. And let's just go ahead and throw that on our desktop and we'll have that saved there. And then let's actually go into the fragment object of the YFT folder here. Go ahead and click on that and we'll actually be able to see what we're working with. So basically this is the model that we downloaded. It's just Sheriff Blaine County basic skin. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit this a little bit and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so now that you have the sign on your desktop here, you want to go ahead and open up Photoshop or any photo editing software that you would use on your computer there. You want to go ahead and open it up. And here it is right here. So we're kind of oh, okay. So when you go here, or go back to the texture dictionary, and you go to the sign, when you export it, make sure you export it as a JPEG. And just save that to your desktop. Then once you have that open, you should be able to open the file. Make sure you open the JPEG one there. That's a DDS, we could delete that. And there's a JPEG. Alright, so now that we're in the skin, layer it from the background, and we're going to take a look at what we got working with. So, for example, our community, I'll put the link in the description to the Discord, Oakshire Network. So if you want to go ahead and just customize your own textures to say your own county, I'll go ahead and show you how to do that now. So what you want to do is you want to find your eraser, which is right here. Actually, before we erase anything, let's just create a new layer over here. So we're just going to start by typing what we want our community name to be on the vehicle. So let's say 30-point font. Now let's go bigger than that. 60 fonts. So let's say we want to do Oakshire County. Hover over that. Make it a little bit bigger. We'll go 72 on it. We'll go even a little bit bigger than that. Change the font. Obviously something that'll look good on the vehicle. And we'll go with that. So now what we want to do is we want to make it just a hair smaller. There we go. That way we so now we want to center it up there. Once we have it centered up, just cover both of them up. So what we'll do is we'll copy this layer, we'll duplicate it, and we'll just say, we'll put this as lower. so we know that this is the lower text that we're creating. We'll go ahead, we'll move that right down to here. Okay, now that that's done, go to your eraser tool right here, go to the layer. We'll increase the brush size on it. Go a little bit bigger than that, do 190. So what we could do is just delete right over it. Same thing down here, we'll just delete right over it. Then we'll go back to the paintbrush, go here, hardness 100, and that'll paint black. Change your color down here, and you want to paint a white right back over it. So that's really that. So we have Sheriff Oakshire County on there. Now this is Blaine County in here, but we're not going to touch that. I'll get into a more detailed video on how to make your own badge and stuff like that with your own name on it, and then I'll show you how to do that. So up here we have Blaine, and then we have county, so we want to obviously change it to Oakshire and then county. So what we'll do is we'll copy one of these texts. We'll bring it up here. Now there's two ways of doing this. I'll show you the first way, which is a little bit easier, which is creating your own text for each, which is what I'm going to do. So create a new layer and just call it county. So we have county, and then we have Oakshire. That was the lower model, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oakshire County, and then we have Oakshire, which is right here. So let's make this is a 48. We'll go to edit, transform, and we'll scale it. There we go. That's what we want. So we'll delete this actually, and then we'll copy this one. We'll bring it over to here, and then we'll just type county over it. Nope, not a new one. Let's delete that. So come over Oakshire copy, we'll just type in county. Now what we want to do is we want to go on layer 0. Grab your eraser, go right over it. Let's not get too close to the badges, that way we don't lose them. Then we'll come back, go to the paintbrush that we already had set up, which is right here. Then just paint back over it. I only took out some of the flag there. And the badge. There we go. So now we have that done. Now let's change the website. Let's say we want Oakshire County Sheriff's Office. Let's do that. So we'll do www.oakshirecountysheriffsoffice.org. So what you want to do, file, transform, or edit, transform, scale. Let's scale it down to this. And that looks pretty good right there. We'll apply that. Cover right over it. Go to your eraser. Make sure you're on layer 0. Right over it. Paintbrush. Back over it twice, and you're done. Now we're going to go ahead and see what it looks like on the vehicle. You're going to go ahead and File, Save As, Desktop. Make sure you save it as a JPEG. That's not the right one. Or no, save it as a PNG. It's usually what works better for me. Go back to OpenIV, open your texture dictionary. Scroll back down to the sign, hit Replace, and then you want to replace it with the new PNG that we made. Open, then save it. Usually it might take a couple minutes to save it because you're trying to save the texture to it, obviously, because it's a new one. Open it up. So we do have to make the Oakshire County just a hair smaller. It's running off, but it's still okay for that there. make the texture a little bit smaller in the back, and that one there. So we'll go ahead and go back in and edit that real quick. So what we have to do is we have to make this text smaller here. So we'll run that down to a 48. And that should be fine. And then we'll run this one down to a 48 as well. And what we have to do is move this one to the front and move this one to the front a little bit as well. Okay. Now these ones up top have to be just a hair smaller. So we'll bump it down to a 72. And let's try that. And then we'll save it right back over the file we had. Go back to here, go to the texture dictionary, go back to the sign, replace it, PNG, save it. Once you save it, I don't know if it X out or not, let me see. Okay, it did. Go to the YFT file, and there you go. That looks pretty good there. Oakshire has to be moved over just a hair, and Oakshire County looks good there. So we will move Oakshire to the left a little bit. So we'll go back into here, go to Oakshire, drag it, and move it to the left a little bit. We'll save back over it. We'll go to JPEG or PNG, save it over it again. Okay, okay. And then we'll go back here, texture. We'll go to the sign. We'll go to replace that again with the PNG we made. Save it. Open up the YFT. Front still looks good. And then Oakshire County's now on the back. So that's really about it. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and comment as always. And I'll be doing a lot more of these kind of videos for GTA. And we'll be getting into we'll get into some new stuff. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And be sure to check out our Discord. I'll be sure to put the link in the description of all of our new network servers that we are currently working on. Hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Have a good one.